Your toddler used to love milk. Now they spit it out, gag, or refuse completely. You think it's a phase. It's not. There are 5 medical reasons this happens, and number 3 means you need to stop dairy immediately. Why does your toddler suddenly hate milk after drinking it for months? Industry doesn't want you to know this, but your child's body is rejecting it for a reason, and it's not pickiness. I'm about to reveal 5 reasons your toddler's body is saying no to milk that most pediatricians won't mention. And if you keep forcing them to drink it when their body is screaming stop, you could be causing gut inflammation, nutritional deficiencies, and long-term digestive problems. Welcome to Parenthood Unlocked. When your toddler suddenly starts rejecting milk after months of drinking it happily, their body is communicating something critical. Everyone tells you it's just a phase or normal toddler behavior. But sometimes it's not behavioral at all. It's biological. Your child's body is literally protecting itself, and you need to listen. So let's get into the 5 real reasons this happens and what you need to do about each one. Reason number 1. Your toddler has developed lactose intolerance, and their gut can't process dairy anymore. Here's what the industry won't tell you. Babies are born with lactase, the enzyme that breaks down milk. But around age 2 to 3, many children's bodies naturally stop producing it. This is completely normal. Humans are actually the only mammals that drink milk past infancy, and our bodies aren't designed for it long term. When lactase production drops, your toddler's gut can't digest the lactose in milk. The undigested lactose sits in their intestines, causing bloating, gas, cramping, and pain. Their body learns milk equals pain, so they reject it. They spit it out, gag, refuse, push the cup away. This isn't defiance. This is their body's protective mechanism saying, "This hurts me, stop." Research shows that 70% of the global population develops lactose intolerance after early childhood. It's more common than being able to digest dairy lifelong. How do you know if this is the issue? Watch for stomach pain within 30 minutes to 2 hours after milk, bloating, excessive gas, diarrhea, your child holding their stomach looking uncomfortable. If you see these patterns, their gut literally can't handle lactose anymore. What do? Stop forcing dairy milk. Try lactose-free alternatives and see if the rejection stops. If they happily drink almond milk or oat milk, you have your answer. Talk to your pediatrician about testing, and stop feeling guilty. There are plenty of non-dairy calcium sources, like fortified plant milks, leafy greens, and calcium-fortified foods. Reason number 2. Your toddler has developed a cow's milk protein allergy, and their immune system is attacking it. This is different from lactose intolerance. This is an immune response where their body sees milk protein as a dangerous invader. Here's what confuses parents. Your child was fine with milk as a baby, then suddenly around 18 months to 3 years, they start reacting. Why? Allergies can develop over time with repeated exposure. Their immune system says, "I've had enough of this protein, I'm attacking it now." The symptoms look different. Instead of just digestive issues, you see skin reactions like eczema or hives, respiratory issues like wheezing or chronic congestion, severe reflux or vomiting after milk, blood or mucus in stools, extreme fussiness or sleep disruption after dairy. The spitting out or gagging? That's their body's first-line defense trying to reject the milk before it gets into their system. Cow's milk protein allergy affects 2 to 3% of young children, but it's often misdiagnosed as pickiness. What should you do? Eliminate all dairy for 2 weeks and watch if symptoms improve. All dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, anything with whey or casein. Keep a symptom diary. See a pediatric allergist for proper testing. Don't guess. You need to know definitively. Learn to read labels because milk proteins hide everywhere. Work with a pediatric nutritionist to ensure adequate protein and calcium from other sources. This isn't a phase to push through. If your child has a milk protein allergy and you keep forcing dairy, you're triggering their immune system repeatedly and causing gut damage. Now we're getting to reason number 3. This is the one that shocks most parents because it has nothing to do with the milk itself. This is about what happened to your toddler's gut microbiome and why even healthy kids suddenly reject milk. Pediatricians rarely explain this, and it's affecting way more toddlers than you think. Are you ready? Reason number 3. Your toddler's gut microbiome was destroyed by antibiotics, and now they can't digest dairy. This is huge, and most parents have no idea this connection exists. Here's what happens. Your toddler gets an ear infection. Doctor prescribes antibiotics. You give them. Infection clears. Great. But those antibiotics just wiped out massive amounts of your child's beneficial gut bacteria. Not just bad bacteria, the good bacteria too. The ones responsible for digesting food, including dairy. Research shows a single course of antibiotics can alter a child's gut microbiome for months or years. And one of the first things affected? Their ability to digest milk proteins and sugars. So your child who drank milk fine before antibiotics suddenly can't tolerate it after. They're not being difficult. Their gut lost the bacterial helpers that break down dairy. What does this look like? Your child was fine with milk, got sick, took antibiotics, and within weeks starts rejecting milk, spitting it out, gagging, complaining their tummy hurts, having diarrhea after dairy. You think weird coincidence. It's not. Their microbiome is devastated. Gastroenterologists see this constantly, but general pediatricians don't connect the dots. What do you do? If your child recently had antibiotics and suddenly stopped tolerating milk, this is likely why. Focus on rebuilding their gut. Give them quality probiotics designed for children. Feed them prebiotic foods like bananas and oats. Temporarily eliminate or reduce dairy while their gut heals. This might take weeks or months. Talk to your pediatrician about avoiding antibiotics for minor infections when possible. Be patient. As their microbiome rebuilds, they may tolerate dairy again, or they're better off without it. Either way, stop forcing milk into a damaged gut. You're making the inflammation worse. Reason number 4. Your toddler has sensory processing differences, and the texture of milk triggers their nervous system. This has nothing to do with digestion. Some toddlers are highly sensitive to textures and temperatures. The feeling of milk in their mouth creates an overwhelming sensory experience their nervous system interprets as threatening. It's not taste. It's that the physical sensation is intolerable. What does this look like? Your toddler drinks milk at one temperature but refuses it slightly warmer or colder. They're okay with milk in a bottle but reject it from a cup. They gag at the creamy coating texture. They have similar issues with yogurt or smoothies. This appears around 18 months to 3 years when toddlers become more aware of sensory input. If you have a toddler particular about clothing tags or sock seams, sensory processing is likely involved in milk rejection too. What do? Stop forcing it. Forced feeding creates trauma and worsens the aversion. Experiment with temperature. Try different vessels, straws, open cups, specific sippy cups. Try milk alternatives with different textures. Almond milk is thinner, oat milk is creamier. Consult a pediatric occupational therapist. They can evaluate and give strategies. Remember, sensory preferences are neurological, not behavioral. Your child isn't stubborn. Their nervous system is genuinely overwhelmed. Reason number 5. Your toddler's body is naturally ready to wean from milk, and you're fighting their biology. This is controversial, but hear me out. From an evolutionary perspective, humans are designed to stop consuming milk after early childhood. Continuing to drink milk, especially from another species, is a recent cultural development driven largely by dairy industry marketing. When your toddler rejects milk around age 2 or 3, their body might be following natural programming that says, I don't need milk anymore. I get nutrition from solid food now. This isn't deficiency, it's development. The dairy industry has convinced parents that toddlers need cow's milk for calcium and vitamin D. But many cultures raise healthy children without any dairy. Your toddler can get calcium from fortified plant milks, leafy greens, tofu, beans, and fortified foods. They can get vitamin D from sunlight and supplements. They don't need cow's milk. What if their rejection is their body saying, I've outgrown this? What do? Listen to their body. If they're eating a varied diet with calcium-rich foods, they don't need to drink milk. Offer alternatives. Don't force dairy. Work with your pediatrician to ensure adequate nutrition through whole foods. Trust that their body knows what it needs. Let's recap. 5 reasons your toddler rejects milk. 1. Lactose intolerance. 2. Milk protein allergy. 3. Gut damage from antibiotics. 4. Sensory processing differences. 5. Natural weaning instinct. Here's what you need to understand. Your toddler's body is communicating. When they spit out milk, gag, or refuse, they're not being difficult. They're protecting themselves. Stop forcing it. Observe the patterns. Is it digestive pain, immune reaction, gut dysbiosis, sensory overwhelm, natural development? Get proper testing if needed. Work with professionals. But most importantly, trust your child's body signals. The dairy industry profits from you believing your child needs their product. But children thrive without dairy all over the world. Your job isn't to force milk. Your job is to provide varied nutrition and listen when their body says no. Now tell me, does your toddler spit out milk? Which reason resonates? Drop a comment with 1 through 5. Share this with parents struggling with the same thing. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe to Parenthood Unlocked for more real talk about parenting. Stop forcing milk today. Listen to your child's body. Because sometimes rejection is protection. Thanks for watching. See you next time.